we found ourselves retreating from Sigmund, Jurgen, and Anna, who now stood in a sorry little knot at the edge of the fire. A tall, sprightly-looking man was stepping out from amongst the trees, looking as striking as a dancer. I firstly registered the blade poised above the man's head, and only secondly the thin, black hair which dangled from his sinewy limbs. There was a most terrible, goatish hatred stamped across his face. The man was gazing at Sigmund with an intense interest, and we all jumped as he wrapped himself around the boy in a single slithery movement. Professionally, like a butcher killing a pig, he slit the boy's throat, and then the boy flopped into the fire. Hey guys, welcome to Counting Cryptids.
Thank you for that intro, Jacob. I'm Connor.
I'm Jacob. First order of business today. We talked about it a little bit last time. We're wrapping up the end of the year. We have one episode after this one before we have 2-episode break.
Yes.
This was brought up as well. I meant to bring this up. We release every other Thursday. People have no idea when the fuck we release. They just kind of like check it every once in a while. Like, oh, cool, an episode.
You think?
Every other Thursday. Yeah. No, Sean told us that.
Damn it, Sean. No,
he said, to be honest, I have no idea when you release. I just check. Every other Thursday.
I
released
feel like we
on
did that.
Thanksgiving.
Yes, we did.
So if you remember that, we release every 2 weeks, always on a Thursday.
Yeah, it's like Thanksgiving. It's just as good, except for the food. We don't have food.
Also, if you forget, never mind.
Already forgot. Good.
Conveniently enough, I did too.
With that being said, though, we're going to be back, the 31st of January,
31st
correct?
with a special tournament episode.
Yes, which we will get to towards the end of the show.
No, I was going to talk about that right now.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's do it right now.
So we're, like, at the end of every episode, we do this thing where we do, like, a 1v1 between the current episode and the previous one, see who we would think would win in a fight. So I guess over on Facebook, everybody kind of decided that they wanted to do a tournament.
Yeah, I think this was kind of Sean's idea. And
some people talked about tournaments. Some people, there was some interest, so we're going to do like a bracket tournament. We're going to just, to keep it from being at the end of an episode where there's like a half an hour extra of us talking about it, we're just going to release like a separate episode talking about the tournament shit.
Episode, just, hey,
this
is going on with the tournament, yeah.
I just wanted to get that out there. We're doing some sort of tournament. You'll have a few weeks to fill out a bracket and everything. Well, there's another episode we'll be posting just with all the information.
That's all we're going to say about this time. That one might not be...
Stay tuned until the end for this week's 1v1.
Definitely stay for this week's.
So I guess into the episode, without further ado.
Our first December holiday special, Christmas most likely.
Yeah.
This one's kind of a Christmassy one, kind of.
It's December now. Actually, is it the first day of Hanukkah?
The first day of Hanukkah is Sunday night, so our tonight. In the future, when you're listening to this, it will have been in... It goes until Sunday. It's 8 days. I don't know. It goes till Monday after this episode comes out.
I'm just going to say Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah if you're celebrating.
If you are Jewish. Actually, Happy Hanukkah, everybody. Fuck it. Whatever.
Yeah, fuck it. It's fucking Hanukkah.
I'm going to tell everybody Merry Christmas, too.
It's 8 days of...
Happy Kwanzaa.
Dreidels and
Christmas
drinks.
Kwanzaa. That's what it was, right?
Christmas
Fuck
Kwanzaa.
it. Fuck it.
Adam
What are we doing
Sandler.
today?
We're doing the Krampus. Say it just like that. Krampus.
Krampus. Krampus. Krampus?
The European Santa
Krampus?
counterpart, per se.
Santa counterpart.
Yes. Santa gives out good stuff. This is the opposite of that.
He
hands
takes
out
bad
ass
things.
whippings.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes.
It's the garbage man? What?
Hands out ass
He
whippings.
hands out ass... yeah, I had him down as the hammer.
Okay. Yeah.
So Krampus is a horned half-goat, half-demon creature from Central European folklore. During the Christmas season, Krampus visits and punishes children who have misbehaved, sort of like the opposite of Santa.
Yeah.
In Austria, Croatia, Hungary, and several other regions, Krampus is, quote, one of the companions of St. Nicholas. so they're associated
Yeah,
with one another.
They kind of travel together.
The yin and yang,
yeah,
if you will.
Somebody put that on the internet.
I saw that as well. So, and now I'm just being a douche and reading it. I'm not actually reading it, but you know.
Yeah, we're referring to it though. But yeah, the yin and yang. Saint Nicholas, who I believe is Santa, might be doing some research on that soon. Yeah, he's like the opposite. He goes around with Saint Nicholas, who I believe is Santa Claus, and
so what you're telling me is like
Saint Nick.
Not only does Santa go to and his reindeer go to where everyone all of the nice children to bring them gifts, he also has to stop at all of the houses of the naughty children so Krampus can.
Every single kid gets stopped. It's like getting I don't know, my Christmas beliefs or my Christmas traditions have been like you get a piece of coal if you were bad. Like that was the punishment.
Did you actually get coal,
or
was
never
that just
gotten
like
coal?
yeah,
I want to say that
it was. Just
I've had 27 strong years of not getting coal.
It was always an empty threat. I know.
No. Oh yeah. But yeah, this is like take that to the extreme. Like you've been a bad boy, well, you're gonna get your ass kicked
but
by
honestly,
a demon.
Though, like with fossil fuels the way they are, like wouldn't it like just like pay to
Thanks,
just like
Dad.
be a real bad bitch all year? You know, like
just piling up coal, generating your
you
house.
just end up with like
coal,
fucking charcoal though, and all you can do is just like grill a steak.
Yes, nobody gives you a steak though. You've got to earn that steak.
But I'm a vegetarian.
Yes. The name Krampus originates from the German word Krampen, which means claw. Tradition has it that he is the son of the Norse god of the underworld, Hel, Hel, which rules hell. Yeah. So he is a demon of sorts.
Interesting. I have so I guess the actual origins I saw it described as unclear.
Yeah, I don't think
it kind of
there's
just goes back a long time, and there's like things that seem similar further back where it's hard to decipher. Like, anthropologists and quote folklorists. I've never heard that term before. I'm sure it is one, but
it's an interesting.
I guess it's speculated it had in pre-Christian origins. That's about as specific as it got.
I had it was theorized to date back to pre-Germanic paganism.
Oh, okay.
I think that
I would guess that paganism predates Christianity.
It's at least a Krampus-like figure. Maybe not named
so maybe,
Krampus, but
it would something that appears to be very similar. Okay.
Yeah. So pre-Germanic, it's pretty popular over in Europe and Germany.
And in German. I think I'm going to get into appearance, like actually a little bit more detail about what this looks like.
Yeah. What does it look like, Jacob?
So as always, some of the details vary from story to story. Sort of like a satyr or faun, or I suppose a centaur. So like the bottom half is a goat. It's only 2 legs. And the upper half is a demon. Commonly depicted with a distorted human/goat-like face.
I say that's like very Hercules. You know, you see the movie Hercules.
Yeah, that was kind of you get the half goat. That's
demon
a faun
guy.
or a satyr.
I feel was he a bad guy in that movie?
No, he helped Hercules.
Okay,
he trained him.
Interesting. I've always associated the half goat thing with like hell and Satan.
Well, I think that's like maybe a cloven hoof thing. I think like the devil. There's a lot of depictions of the devil having like cloven hoofs and like kind of a goat like lower half as well.
Right, which would be similar to this guy.
Yeah. Oh, and long dark hair covering its entire body. Weirdly, like a lot of times it shows like one cloven hoof and one human-looking foot.
Yeah, it's weird.
Instead of both of them. I guess I should have mentioned that a second ago. Also has like long pointed goat horns. Apparently, fangs.
Yeah,
and
fangs.
A long pointed tongue. Like super long in all of the depictions. Like put Gene Simmons to shame, which is a very topical reference. So it's also sometimes he carries chains.
I saw that to chain him to hell or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I saw that sometimes he just rattles them for dramatic effect. Is what it said.
Look at me!
Ooh, yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Ooh, I have chains.
Sometimes the chains have various sizes of bells on them.
Clong, clong.
I don't know,
They're
more
super
noise?
annoying, dude.
I don't know.
You get waking up in the middle of the night, like clonk, 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 cowbells going off, and then this guy whips you in your ass,
In your
or
ass.
possibly
In your ass.
possibly bags you up and takes you back to his lair to possibly eat you or just beat you some more. If you're into that kind of thing.
So from the like pagan tradition, Krampus carries bundles of birch branches called ruten.
Yes.
Ruten. They are used to swat children.
In their behinds.
Wherever the fuck, I don't know. You smack them. Sometimes he has a basket or a sack on his back, which he uses to carry bad children off for, quote, drowning, eating, or transport to hell.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can literally do anything with this bag.
Yeah, right? So it is just a bag for storage. What are you so excited about that bag for? Its amazing potential for storage. So it was also noted that this is also found in, quote, other companions of Saint Nicholas, such as Swarthy Pete or Black Peter, which I think is associated with Belschnickel.
What you just said to me, I don't know.
It's probably the last time we're going to talk about Black Peter on the show because it's like super fucking racist.
Should we take a break for a
do you have
sponsorship?
a non-sponsored break? Is this in lieu of Connor's cryptid counter
corner?
Yes.
That's my corner.
Connor's consensual cryptid counter corner.
Ooh. I don't even know how many C's are in that. 6?
I think 5.
6 tuple. Anyway. This episode is not brought to you by A Naughty Boy for Krampus, a gay monster erotica by Quinn D'Angelo. Available for free on Amazon Kindle Unlimited. Young and adventurous backpacker Kurt Smith has been naughty during this winter vacation in the Swiss Alps. After fooling around with the local hunks, Kurt has been captured by the winter beast Krampus, a monster known for literally spanking, among other things, the bad out of you. Sign up for Kindle Unlimited now to download your free copy of Naughty Boy for Krampus.
Yeah, not a sponsor. You just happened to find that online, so we had to put it in here.
Essentially, yes. That was pretty funny.
So there's a Krampus song. There's actually a number of Krampus songs.
This was the best one by far.
This was, out of the 3 that we listened to, this was the one that I disliked the most. So this is the one that we are going to judge harshly. This was the one I felt like we could get away with playing on the episode.
Krampus is coming by Joe Hart.
Evilly seeks out the naughty, creeping across new fallen snow. Cloven hooves walking his footsteps, visiting earth from below. Rusty chains dragging behind him. Forget about dollies and toys. Laughing, he'll get you while sleeping. Whipping bad girls and bad boys. Krampus. It's coming to get you. Krampus. It is outside the door. Krampus.
So how do you make a holiday song metal that's good, but just ask August Burns Red?
Yeah. Hold on, 100%.
Maybe I'll link to a playlist of
Carol
that
of Bells
album.
or something.
Yeah, in the description or something. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was that song, by the way.
Yeah, that was
Krampus is coming.
You know, that's
by Joe Hart on YouTube.
Moving on. I wanted to include the Urban Dictionary definition.
Always a must. We honestly should just start every episode with the Wikipedia description. Just go from there.
I mean, we pretty much do every episode with just the Wikipedia description.
Definitely how I
Urban
start
Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary. Oh,
yes.
Sex
a monster.
move?
A monster that slithers down the chimney on Christmas Eve to disembowel children in their sleep and dine on their intestines. Sometimes it will stuff a child or two into a sack and save them later for a snack. Be careful of the Krampus or is going to get you. Dude, the Krampus snatched my sister last night. Hashtag Christmas. Hashtag boogeyman. Hashtag troll. Hashtag demon. Hashtag devil.
Wow.
So there's some, I guess, many alpine towns hold annual parades.
Yeah.
And just like events.
Sound like they get pretty crazy.
Is one of them the Krampuslof? It's English. It's like Krampus run. So it's like a Santa run. Everybody dresses up as Krampus and they run around and they'll like whip each other with fucking birch and shit. And like they like apparently they'll like actually like whip people pretty good and it's like shove them and push them and
yeah. It's like running with the bulls.
It's a combination of a Santa run, like a Christmas 5K, and running with the bulls.
dress up and beat the shit out of
nobody
people.
looks really, like, some of them look like a lot like Krampus. Some people just like look like Yetis because like it's really furry.
Yeah.
But like some of the pictures are super fucking weird. Like I guess we didn't really talk about the greeting cards at all. I maybe have something. Yeah, they are referred to as Krampus carton.
Krampus carton?
Yeah, I guess.
You just send.
I don't know. I'll make sure like there'll be some pictures in the description. There's gonna be a bunch of
as always, by the way.
Yeah.
Literally, there's a description. If you're on Facebook, you might be able to see it a little bit easier because you just go to the post that I posted that the episodes came out.
What I can tell you, actually, no. If they don't display, if wherever you are listening to the episode, just go to gobblesquatch.com, GOBBLESQUATCH.com, and there'll be the episode right there, and you can just click on
the links, and they'll do what they're supposed
links.
to.
Yeah, they'll be there.
But yeah,
again, gobblesquatch.com.
Go to gobblesquatch.com.
That's real.
We do.
I paid money for that.
Read the description. Is all I want you to do. If you read the description, go over, like the Facebook page, join the Facebook group. That's facebook.com/Counting Cryptids. You can also find us on Twitter, where you should follow, retweet, be our friend. That's twitter.com/CountCryptids. And then also, if you like post shit with pictures, you might be on Instagram. This is a really extended version. That's Counting Cryptids.
It's the unplugged ad space.
Yeah. This So Instagram/Counting Cryptids. Follow us there.
We post those polls that I mentioned earlier on all of those platforms every single time we do an episode. The episodes come out on Thursday, like I mentioned earlier. The polls are posted the following day on Friday.
From Thanksgiving.
Once the fucking episodes. There's a couple of really funny pictures I will link to as well, because one of them is like my fucking favorite Photoshop I've ever seen ever. Like, it's not supposed to be good. It's funny as fuck, and I loved it.
Yeah, the Krampus on
with all the babies.
Stick with the babies, yeah.
It's really funny.
It's like the end of a broom or something.
It's really
weird.
funny. Yeah,
it must be
it's the birch. Yeah, it's the
birch.
Rootin or whatever. Rootin. R-U-T-E-N.
Birchwood baby ride. I gotta say something real quick, because we totally skipped over this when we were talking about like pre-Germanic paganism and stuff.
Oh, okay.
This has originally had nothing to do with Christmas, pretty much.
Yes.
Most people associate the Krampus with a day which is December 5th. Most Christmases
I saw December 6th in a couple of spots too. December 6th is Nicholas's Day.
Yeah, St. Nicholas Day is on the 6th, or on the 5th is the Krampusnacht. Krampusnacht.
I wonder if Krampusnacht.com is available.
Or Nikolastad is the next day on the 6th. Nicholas Day. Nikolastag.
Navidad.
Nikolastag.
Hey, we're not going to get super into this. If you want to know more about holidays from other people, you know what I mean? There's a lot of places you can go and do actual research on that stuff. We're kind of just trying to talk about the entity briefly from two people who have no idea what the fuck we're talking about. So don't, you know what I mean?
This is definitely one of those where there's tons of images of it, but no pictures.
Yeah,
of
you know what I mean?
One.
I saw a couple of things that were stories of encounters, and that intro quote, I'll link to the story that came from, because it's a really long story, and
we don't have time to read it.
I have never
I
saw that he whipped children and took them away. I never saw anything about him slitting their throats and dropping them in fires.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm just here with Nick.
Looking for Sigmund and Jorgen. It's Jorgen.
Maybe an Anna.
Anna and Jorgen. You go that way. Sigmund, you come with me.
You get in the bag.
Sigmund gets in my sack.
Oh no, you made me spill my cock.
There's so much cock in my do.
I tried to be outlawed at some point.
Fuck, where did I put that?
The celebration of Krampus.
Oh, here, I didn't include this. Okay. You have stuff about that, or do you just mentioning that?
I just passing it off to you.
I am just remembering. I have that.
Passing it off to you, brother.
So, from Wikipedia, fucking everything else that I do, in the aftermath of the 1923 election in Austria, the Krampus tradition was prohibited by the Dollfuss regime under the Father's Front. That's not actually what it was called, but that's just the Vaterlachsteinfont.
Oh, okay.
I'm not fucking.
Yeah, German words.
Yeah. I am uncultured swine. And the Christian Social Party. In the 1950s, the government distributed pamphlets titled Krampus is an evil man. Towards the end of the century, a popular resurgence of Krampus celebration occurred and continues today. The Krampus tradition is being revived in Bavaria as well, along with local artistic tradition, along with a local artistic tradition of hand-carved wooden masks.
Yeah.
We'll try to link to some pictures of those wooden masks for you as well.
And definitely look for the dudes running through the streets, because some of those are super fucking, like, elaborate. They're sweet.
What?
The Krampus, those guys that dress up like Krampus and beat people.
Oh, yeah,
like, in the parade.
The costumes.
They're pretty elaborate.
Some
They're
people are
sweet.
very, it's pretty cool. Like, if you have any idea what guar is,
Yeah.
it's like that level of, like, intensity.
Like, all the way guar.
Yeah, you're like almost dressed up to like be in a movie. Oh, okay. Dave Grohl in Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny because he played the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that running through the streets.
Honestly, not far off because I think he had like a big long tongue. He had horns, cloven hooves.
Yeah.
I'm the devil. I love metal. Wow, it's unfortunate.
And I saw also on top of those parades, there's also like 1,200 Austrians that dress up each year for the.
Is like estimated like that's how many people dress up for those.
It's in a specific place in Austria. I don't know where.
Oh, okay, for the run.
I think it's at
or
a
just
different,
like a parade, just like a different thing. Okay,
just people dressing up.
I guess maybe it's just it's like the translation is run, but it's not actually like a 5K. Maybe I'm mistaking that, and it's just like a parade where they kind of run through the streets
and beat people.
Shit research. Great job, guys.
What do you think of the Krampus?
I mean, I think it's a natural. I think, so you have the European stuff is a lot more hardened, I think, than some of the American things, as far as like what you tell your children things. You know what I mean? Like nursery rhymes used to be a lot harsher
darker,
than you know what I mean? They baby everything up and you take out all the harsh stuff and you make
Send it to the West.
easier, you know what I mean? So you have the yin and the yang, the good and the bad, Santa and Krampus, which I guess they weren't always associated with one another, but
yeah.
I mean, prior to America, if we're talking pre-Christian origins, but
every culture, it seems, has like one thing that they need to use to scare their kids into behaving.
Yeah, there's always that, and you can motivate them in more than one way or both ways at the same time. I feel like like if you're good, you get good things, but if you're bad, like bad things gonna happen, motherfucker. Yeah. So I mean, they've been doing it a long time. There's pictures of them doing like a little parade where they like had a Krampus like in chains and they walked him through the town in like the 1900s. I'll link to a picture of that one too. And again, I'm assuming this is just like to scare kids to keep them being guys that like to keep them from stealing shit.
I'm kind of interested that it's like coming up in popularity.
I should have talked to my grandma about this. Her mom, like her parents moved here from Germany.
Don't bring up Krampus because they might scare her.
I should have asked her about it. No, she's like super Christian though.
Hey, Grandma, what do you think about Krampus?
Krampus!
Drop her.
Talk to her about that.
Stitching needles. Comedy. Next time on Counting Cryptids, we will have Jacob's grandmother join us to tell us about Krampus.
Definitely not gonna happen. So yeah, I think I covered it. I think it's interesting. I mean, it's very different. I much prefer the method that I grew up with because it meant that I got presents and candy.
You still got those things from Saint Nick.
It's not like I was never really like that bad though. And some of them don't even involve Santa, you know what I mean? Saint Nick or whatever. Sometimes it's just like a standalone entity and he's his own. There's other entities associated with him that we didn't even
really
talk
doesn't
about.
Like Christmas. December 5th, bitch.
That's not necessarily true. Okay, so where are you at on Krampus? What are your feelings?
Krampus.
Cramping. Dude,
Cramping?
So it sounds like you're on the same page as me. You understand the necessity for like, especially like with you having a kid.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is interesting to me. Do you do the whole Santa thing with your kid?
Yes.
You say that.
I really haven't.
You say that with an upward inflection.
I haven't really like Like we kind of just like get gifts and like, oh yeah, these are just from Santa. Like we don't have a story for Santa. Like we don't like we might have a book that we've like read through
When
like
you go
once
and
a
get
year.
your picture taken with Santa.
Yeah, we just go take a picture taken with Santa.
Yeah,
there's not a whole like story behind it. Like
So you don't use like you got to be good to get your presents from Santa kind of thing.
I think closer to Christmas, it definitely probably will. Like, dude, you need to like stop.
Oh, okay, so like
But-
now that it's December, if he's being a little shit, you're gonna be like, hey,
Yeah,
if
where's
you,
for
you
1 month?
remember Santa? Okay, so it's
Like while Santa and like he knows what that is in his mind. Like he's
you
like at that
associate Santa with
age.
Christmas and Christmas with
Yeah.
presents and whatever.
Any other time of the year you bring it up, he thinks Christmas is like fucking tomorrow.
Yeah,
Like no conception of time.
concept.
Concept of like time. It's
like the same
weird.
word, but
Yeah.
you're fine.
So who would you pick in a fight? We
So earlier in the episode, I had mentioned that we do this 1v1 at the end of the episode. This is now that 1v1. Krampus versus last time the Gobble Squatch.
Krampus versus Gobble Squatch.
Honestly, this is kind of fucked.
Gobble Squatch is a
It's
really
supposed to be-
weird.
it's weird because I think it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, just a giant turkey.
Sorry if I'm being harsh. It's fucking stupid. Yeah. The other ones, God damn it, it's so hard. Like,
Krampus is so much more badass.
yeah, the Gobble Squatch is just a giant turkey.
Yeah, and just
also, turkeys can fly. Just wanted to, for the record.
they can fly, but not for an extended period of time.
I think. Okay, I don't know. Somebody pointed out to me that I think we said maybe that turkeys couldn't fly on the
It
episode.
might have been Greg.
Yeah, no, it definitely was
It was
Greg that
Greg,
pointed it
okay.
out. It was Greg. But I told him I'd give you shit for it. So
Thanks, Greg. Burst my bubble.
So the Gobble Squatch is just too weird. I don't know what. It's hard to put just like. This is just like a thing that's really big up against something
Yeah.
that's like, this is part demon, part goat, and visits everyone in the world in one day and drags people to hell. I think if I said Gobble Squatch last time, I have to say Gobble Squatch this time. I think if the Gobble Squatch beat the Mongolian Deathworm, the Gobble Squatch would beat this, because I think the Mongolian Deathworm would beat Krampus. So
Yeah,
using the transitive property, the Gobble Squatch would then.
I think
don't
we
that's how
essentially
that
have to
works.
rule.
I think I'm drunk.
I think we essentially have to rule out the demon thing because that's so loaded. Like, what powers does a demon have? You know. Also, the real question here is how big is his bag?
How big were his balls?
How big was his sack, Jacob?
Big enough you can get at least 3 kids in there.
Yeah, but is it big enough to get the giant turkey in there?
I assume it's like a magical bag.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like maybe
It's
he
like
can
Mary
fit
Poppins' purse.
Maybe he can just get the turkey in the bag
Also,
and
it's like
take him down to
inverse.
hell.
He just like puts it on its head and just like just pulling it down real. Yeah, stretch it out and jump up and down on top of it, and then it'll just. He's in the bag.
Yep.
See, that's really tough. Because I mean, like he has teeth.
Claws, hooves, a limp foot.
I think I would go Gobble Squatch.
Still, I thought I had swayed you there.
I thought you had
this
too, but I
giant
don't think
sack.
so. I don't think so. I see where you're at, but like, I
Fool?
think the Gobble Squatch was so big.
I know, bigger than trees. I mean,
I'm gonna go Gobble Squatch because gobblesquatch.com.
oh, you've got a good point. Wow. All right, Gobble Squatch it is.
You don't have to agree with
gobblesquatch.com.
me, but
I'm trying to play this out in my head, and like I'm like picturing like
I wanted him to like cut the Gobble Squatch apart from the inside in half, you know, like in Hercules when he gets eaten,
yeah,
and
there
then he
you
cuts
go.
his head off. But
I was thinking,
it
just
didn't-
open a big pit in the ground to hell, and the Gobble Squatch just falls in.
It's
And then
just-
the- and
so he
then-
dug a pit to hell, then he covers it with leaves.
No, he's a demon. He can just open the ground. That's what I'm saying. Like, demon's super loaded,
Well,
so it's
that's-
hard to
Yeah, it's a very tricky.
demon over everything.
Plus,
other
like,
than
also,
angel.
all he cares about is just children. So what's he give a fuck about a giant turkey for? He's not been prepared for this sort of altercation.
I don't know if it's been bad or good.
A turkey is just like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It doesn't.
He
It doesn't know what's going
ate a
on.
hiker last week.
Yeah, it's. You look like food.
You look like a bad boy, and he just goes up and starts beating him with sticks. The turkey
This is the weirdest 1v1 results ever.
We had to make this interesting at some point today.
So where did you end up? Are you also on Gobble Squatch?
Yeah, if you take out the demon powers of Krampus,
It's hard because nothing's really defined.
Right.
It's just he is a demon. He's bad.
Maybe we should do demons in the future.
he has chains.
We should do demons and angels in the future.
The chains might be an advantage. You could wrap the chains around him or like
Ride
use it
it
as
around?
a whip or something. You strangle it.
Just riding a turkey
So
around
if you
on
cut
the
its
neck.
head off like a chicken, will the head continue to squawk around and try to eat you while the body tries to stomp you? Like,
I mean, if we're talking about the zombie chicken, yeah. It was an insane episode.
just saying, I don't know. I think I'm on Gobble Squatch. I could see where maybe not.
If this
but I
was
think-
Scooby-Doo,
I think because I have to
Krampus.
do one or the other. I think I'm going Gobble Squatch.
I think I'm with you in like a real life scenario where there's a
Okay,
demon
I'm trying to-
fighting a turkey.
This is so fucking dumb.
But yeah, I think in a cartoon though, I think Krampus would win.
So, why don't you go over to social media, listener, and let us know what you think of that question? Is that weird the way that I worded?
No, not at all. I just spaced off and thought about it. I was like, yeah, we're kind of fucked up.
Yeah, a little bit. So
Good.
that's facebook.com/Counting Cryptids, twitter.com/Count Cryptid, instagram.com/Counting Cryptids. If you could forget and you don't know where you're looking for, check the episode description or go to gobblesquatch.com.
I'm pointing down, everyone. Down below is the description. If this was a video, you could see my hand pointing down to the description.
It's not a video.
Make sure you go over to those social media accounts and vote if you're not on the Facebook page, the Instagram, or the Twitter. Get on those. Real easy to find.
Yeah, and now's gonna be a good time too, since we have the tournament stuff coming up. Again, that episode will be up soon after this one. As of now, we have not yet decided when that episode will be posted, but we will be posting an episode shortly after this one, before the next one, with some tournament information for you, so you know
What's
what
going on there?
we're doing. So
Also, if you're like, Twitter has a lot of bots and a lot of random people add you. If you're on Twitter, just DM us and say what's up. I've had that happen on Instagram a few times.
yeah, or like comment on some stuff.
Yeah,
whatever
like-
you're doing, just yeah.
definitely.
Just even if you just like put like the eyeball emoji where you're like looking sideways or something. I
Like,
don't
I'm
care.
here.
Is that side eye shit?
Yeah.
Real quick, I saw another comment on YouTube. I wanted to shout that dude out
Hell yeah.
because I hadn't seen it before. I took a screenshot and sent it to you.
Did you?
So I had seen one before. Lucas had commented on that YMCA Mothman video
Yeah.
that he was there because of us, and Ronnie Boy also commented that. So shout out to Ronnie Boy.
Hell yeah, Ronnie boy. Fuck yeah. I only saw the Lucas one, I think.
I sent both of those to you at the same time.
Did you? I thought they were both from Lucas. You might have sent me the same picture twice.
No, I just pulled up my conversation with you and looked at both of them.
Oh, okay. I don't know what I was doing then.
Yeah, he said Counting Cryptids brought me here.
Ronnie boy, thank you.
So 2 people have followed a link, or at least like, this is funny, I'm going to go listen to this on my own, and then thought enough of it to mention us in the comments
That's really
section.
what we're here for. Like,
So
to send you
really-
to other places
Well,
to
and
get
like, the
information.
cool thing about it too is just like I had posted that YMCA link in the last episode because we had talked about it in that one too, and I literally in the link is we have Mothman YMCA because it fucking rules. Like
Yeah.
when I put that link in there, I went and listened to the song again because it fucking rules. And
It's
I was
a
like,
good
oh,
song.
I scrolled down and saw Lucas's, and then like right underneath that or whatever was Ronnie's. I was like, fuck yeah, dude.
If you want to go leave a comment
So
in
it's-
that video, the description or the
So we're just gonna start
URL
taking
will be
over
in
like
that.
everything else on the internet other than like our own space.
this is a slow
We're just gonna
takeover of the
spread out
internet.
everywhere, and
We're gonna get our arms in other places.
it's like when people like you do a video, people always comment first on stuff. You know, it's like that.
Counting Cryptids
sent me. I bet
Counting
I'm the
Cryptids
first.
sent me here first.
Yeah, if you want to leave us a review, that'd be cool too. Facebook or otherwise. If you
Facebook,
do, let us
iTunes.
know. Yeah, iTunes would be cool,
5 stars, baby.
or whatever you feel is appropriate.
Also that. But please include a review if you're gonna review us for lessons 5, and if you do 5. But like, I want to know where you think there might be some room for improvement.
Could it be the research that we do is where there is room for improvement?
Or the awkwardness of the hosts.
No, I think that's the only reason people have come back to the episodes, to be honest.
We're gonna do 1v1 results. 2 episodes ago, we did Mongolian Deathworm. We got to put that up against last episode's 2 weeks ago, the Gobble Squatch.
I think we ended up on Bird Eats the Worm. We were on the side of the Gobble Squatch.
Yeah. Gobble Squatch.
What do you got on Facebook?
Facebook. 42% Gobble Squatch, leaving 58 for the Mongolian Deathworm.
Okay.
And then over on Twitter, had a nice showing out there. Thanks, you guys. Be around here all week. Gobble Squatch got 30% of the votes. Gobble Squatch's not doing good so far. Mongolian Deathworm was 70 on Twitter. Well, that's nuts. Very strong audience over there.
What about Instagram?
Instagram, oh man, 37 for the Gobble Squatch. 63%
So what you're telling me is the Mongolian Deathworm. Overall, 60. What was it?
Everywhere.
Did you have that up or
Overall,
no?
it was 65% Mongolian Deathworm.
All right. I mean, it is obviously superior, but my thought was the Bird Eats
It's a
the
bird.
Worm, man.
It's a giant
I'm
bird.
just talking myself into...
I think I'm still on that page.
Okay, I think so too. Even though...
Your boats can't sway me, folks.
Savage. Well, happy holidays. Again, happy Hanukkah. Whatever you celebrate or don't.
Merry Christmas and
enjoy it. Hope you have a good one. There will be another one.
Very shortly, and then again in 2 weeks. Look out for that tournament.
Thanks for checking out this episode. That's what
You've
it says.
been listening to Counting Cryptids.
You've been listening to Counting Cryptids.
Thanks for checking out this week's episode.
If you want to get your 2 cents in, answer this week's polls on social media.
You can find us on Twitter at Count Cryptid or Counting Cryptids on Facebook.
If you have any questions, concerns, suggestions, or you just want to chat, you can email us at countingcryptids@hotmail.com.
Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and tell your friends.
He's been Connor.
He's been Jacob.
And we'll see you in a couple of weeks for another fascinating installment of Counting Cryptids.